So how do you actually get income as a PhD student? I'm going to tell you two little tricks that I think are going to be really important. Actually, they're big tricks, but these are really, really important for you. So if you don't know me, I am Professor Dave Matsack. I'm Associate Professor of Innovation Strategy and Entrepreneurship, and I created this whole reciprocity project to give back as much as I possibly can. There's so many people that help me out that I want to pay the favor for it to help you out. All right, so what are these tricks in terms of getting income during your PhD program? The first one is this is the most important one that you should go tell everybody, as many people as you possibly can about this. Don't start your PhD degree unless you have funding. Do not do it. It's not going to be worth it. You're going to get it yourself into a financial pickle. It's tough enough, right? So most PhD programs, they underpay who you are. You're really talented individuals. You're amazing individuals. You get underpaid, hands down. Everything in science is about getting underpaid. Unfortunately, that is what goes on. And I know some of you are going to go look up my salary and say, hey, what about, this and that, whatever. Yeah, go do that. But honestly, remember, I'm in a business school. I've got an engineering background. My pay probably should be double in private industry. That's pretty normal, actually, to get as much as an engineer, and probably be at least double. So what I want you to know is don't do any of it without income coming in. Don't do it. Just don't do it. So how do you arrange that? Only apply to PhD programs that are fully funded. You're still going to have a huge opportunity cost. I do my financial calculation every once in a while. I've done it a couple times, various different times. I'm going to get my break-even point at 55 years old. It's financially not worth it. And ask anybody that's been in the game for a long time. They're going to tell you the truth. It's just not financially worth it. But, we do this because we're inherently curious. I don't think it's because of anything else. It's just we're inherently curious. We like the challenge. Some of the prestige is maybe like part of it and all that kind of stuff. But it's really not that prestigious once you're in it. You're like, crap. So all of those so that's the first trick. Do not do it unless you actually have an income coming in that they're going to support you in some sort of way. If they do not give you that support, do not do it. It's going to be too financially tasking. You can do a degree for a few years without an income coming in. That's okay, a couple of years. But PhDs tend to take an extremely long time. You're looking at probably, for most PhDs, if they tell you 4 years, that's wrong. In the UK, you might be able to do them in 3 to 4 years. That is a little bit of what's going on, but it's different there in terms of the expectations. In the US and North America, the top major schools around the world, to be competitive in the market, in the academic market, you're looking at 5 years at the very least, unfortunately. It's just what it is. So, in many places, it might be a lot longer. Many different degrees, it's a lot longer, unfortunately. It just is. And that's a long time not to have an income. And by the time you're done this, it's going to be really tough. So that's the first trick, right? So do not do it. Don't start unless you actually have some funding coming in. And it's usually not a lot, but it's enough that you can live, right? You can eat peanut butter sandwiches and ramen noodles and all that kind of stuff. The second thing is do things, if you're in a PhD program right now, you're looking for all that kind of stuff, do things that are kind of encapsulated, right? What do I mean by that? That they're not going to be, you can actually do this particular thing in a set amount of time, and it is not going to encroach into many different things. So like teaching, for example, if you need to get money, well, do that sort of teaching thing in a short period of time, like really condense it, and don't let it sort of take over a lot of stuff. That's the problem, is you get into this kind of like tricky thing where the whole teaching thing takes over, and what you're doing, you never graduate. You want to focus on, the best thing that you could do is focus on your research, get the damn stuff done, Get it out the door so you can go get a job. You can go get an industry job or an academic job, but that's the best thing that you could do. It's the most profitable thing that you could do for your career is just get this stupid thing done and get out the door. Don't worry about all the other stuff. Just get it done. That's going to be the best thing. And keep working on it. And I wish I would have done that and I could have finished it, realistically, I could have finished it in 3 years. I'm serious, I could have definitely finished it in 3 years, but I wanted to make it good, a good thesis and all that kind of stuff. And I really worked hard on it and made it like all the much, it was good. It's a good thesis. But, was that sort of worth the financial cost in the long run? I don't think so. I don't think that was. I think it's better off just getting the damn stuff done, getting out the door. Now, part of the reason why, we push it out is so you can get a job and you can get a better job and all those kind of things. But honestly, I think you just need to get a job once you're done it, right? And that's what matters. It's just getting a job and doing okay and being okay with yourself. So getting the thing done. So finishing up your research, working on those research publications, at the end of it, finishing up your thesis, getting out the door, that's the best thing that you could do. And then start, living your life after that. Honestly, just really work hard at it, get it done, do a good job, and worry about the rest of it as you're doing it. Don't worry about actually making that money in all those little tiny side things. It's garbage. You know how much money I make on these stupid YouTube videos? My wife and I can have 2 nice dinners now a month from the YouTube videos. Don't do YouTube videos to make a bunch of money. And it ain't gonna happen. And if it does, right? If any of this stuff does, right? You might be thinking, well, but it's so long in the future. I'm going to be 105 by the time that this actually pans out to something. So just don't do it. Don't do any of the sort of side gigs, all that kind of stuff. It's just time consuming. It's a mess. Just get your damn stuff done. Get out the door and start actually getting your work, actually starting to work properly and work in a normal situation where you're actually getting paid decently for what you're doing. That's it. Honestly, just get butt to gear, butt on seat, and get going. All right, take care. Hopefully this is going to help you out. Quit looking for all those sources of income. They don't exist. They're all a bunch of tricksters that are out there selling you crap. Just do the real deal. You know what the real deal is. You know what the real stuff is. Get it done and get out the door. Honestly, that's it. All right, take care. Have a wonderful day. Bye.